Hey, thanks for joining me today. It's Friday, the 13th of August. It's a Fact Check Friday. Flame on. And you may be thinking to yourself, Tom, where the hell have you been? I haven't seen you do a video in what, like a month? Yeah, it's been a while. I've been busy. I've been busy doing non-video stuff. But today we've got a heat wave happening in Portland again. Got the heat dome. In fact, I just got an alert on my phone. Emergency alert extreme. Severe heat today, tonight, tomorrow. Go to a cool place. Check on others. Well, I'm sitting in a cool place right here in my jungle studio. I got the AC. It's turned off while I record because it makes a little noise. But usually it's nice and cool. And I want to talk about fact checking and why do fact checkers do this thing? Why do they do this thing? Often, when you go and you look at some fact checks, they have a lot of fact checks that they put up every day that aren't that important. And I don't think anyone in their right mind would understand. Now, I've got a couple ideas on why they may do this, and it might be a few reasons and not just one. But this reminds me of my brother-in-law. He was once a journalist. Now he teaches school. Couldn't stand it anymore. But he was working at a paper, and there was a takeover. See, someone else bought the paper, and they came in. They eliminated like half the writers, and he suddenly had to write twice as much. He was expected to have a front page story every day. He had to write 4 or 5 stories every single day. And he was just overwhelmed. And he said, all I was doing was rewriting press releases and things like that. He's like, I didn't have time to check any of this stuff. They expected me to just crank out story after story. And I think that a lot of that is also true in fact checking. That's why they put out all these dumb fact checks all the time. They're just expected to keep cranking out fact checks. And a good fact check takes time. You have to investigate. You have to call, you have to research. It takes a lot of time, and it's a lot easier to just do a quick BS fact check. I'll give you a couple examples of those right now. Like this one here. Fact check. False claims that Mother Teresa is Fauci's mother and guilty of moving some young people around. Okay? So they're going to fact check Mother Teresa is Fauci's mom. Yeah. Does anyone believe that? Well, yes, there are a lot of really low IQ people, but fact-checking is not for them, right? If you believe that Anthony Fauci's mom was Mother Teresa, you got bigger problems than searching out a fact check on it. But that's what they do here. This is a fact check from 2 days ago. Mother Teresa moved some kids around and was also Fauci's mother. And we go through this long thing, pictures and all kinds of nonsense about it, no relation to Fauci, and their rating is false. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Don't you think we would know? Wouldn't we have heard this before? Of course we would have. This is a stupid fact check. But I imagine it doesn't take a whole lot of time to write this kind of nonsense. You don't have to do a whole lot of research. You know, probably a lot of it just came straight from Wikipedia. Very easy story to write. Let's see what else the USA Today, who cranks out fact checks, let's see what else they did this week. They did, oh, look, fact check. Bill Gates was not arrested by the U.S. military. Oh, my goodness. U.S. military arrested Bill Gates on some traffic charges, okay? And, yeah, and it was posted on Facebook. And, it got 12,000 interactions. Well, what is an interaction? I don't know. But I imagine that it, maybe it got a couple dozen comments. Yeah. That seems like a really important thing to fact check. Does anyone believe that if Bill Gates were arrested by the military, we wouldn't hear about it on some major media sites? and not just some random, unheard of site that may include that they're satire in their description? Probably. No, decaffeinated coffee is not made from dirt. Yeah, this is a fact check from USA Today. The claim, decaffeinated coffee is made from the dirt of the coffee plant. Who thinks this? Do you think this? There's no way that you think this because you're watching my video. And I cannot believe that someone with such a low IQ video would be able to find my content. So, this is insane, but yeah, this was posted somewhere and it was shared 150 times on a Facebook group. Oh my God. Well, that's something important to fact check. So I think that many of these quick, stupid fact checks are done because the journalists that write the stories are lazy, or they might have a deadline that they have to, just pump out these stories. But perhaps they're trying to build up just a number of fact checks so that when you go to the USA Today, you look at their fact check, you go, oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, of course that's true. Oh, of course that's true. And then you'll be more likely to believe other stories like this one. You'll just take their word for it because, the USA Today did tell you that decaffeinated coffee isn't made from dirt. And you'll be sure to believe this one because you know for sure that Fauci's mom is not Mother Teresa. And you'll be sure to believe this one without any critical thought because you know that Bill Gates wasn't arrested by the military, so you just take their word for everything else that they do. Now, I'm not making any claims about those last 3 stories I showed you. I don't know if they're true or not. But I do believe that the USA Today just cranks out the fact checks, a whole bunch of them, so you go, oh yeah, of course they're right on this, they're right on this, they're right on this. And then when they have a story that might be controversial, you will agree with them because they have a track record of being correct. And that's a good way to get a bunch of hashes in the win column, is you check if decaffeinated coffee is made from dirt. But I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on this? I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this video, there are links that you can send me thousands of dollars. I would really appreciate that. But if not, just hit that like button. Have an awesome weekend. Peace.